started drinking tea, everybody that knows me. I don't like it when it's cold though. Hello! So, I didn't have a lot going on this week, so I thought I would film a little update rather than doing a weekly vlog. So I thought I would just fill you in on who I am and where I am and what I'm doing, because I realised I haven't really said that in my weekly vlogs, so it might not make a lot of sense if you're kind of just clicking on it because you've seen it on, I don't know, on Facebook or Twitter or something. Yeah, so I thought I would just kind of explain a little bit about who I am. So my name's Robyn. I am currently travelling. So I'm here in Australia, living in Melbourne on a working holiday visa. We did a little bit of travelling beforehand, and now we are staying here for a while to work and save. So basically we applied for our working holiday visa, we booked it all in January, and our visa started around, I think it's the 19th of November, but we left England on the 1st of November, so we did about around 2 weeks in Asia, Southeast Asia, so we did Thailand, Singapore and Bali, and then we headed to Sydney, stayed there for a week and then drove from Sydney to Melbourne in a camper van, and now we're staying in Melbourne for around 6 months while we kind of work and kind of get some money together again. So that's where I am now. So I realise in my vlogs I'm travelling and it kind of looks very like normal kind of day-to-day life. And because for the most part it is, we are kind of just like working, trying to save money. We're obviously still doing some like fun and exciting things in between on our days off and things, as much as we can, and then as we kind of start to work and kind of have a little bit more money together, we'll be able to do more things, so it should kind of get more exciting as they go on. But for now, if you're wondering why it seems a little bit more normal, then that's why. Yeah, so basically we applied for our visas. We have our visa for a year, so that will run out in November. When we first kind of came to Australia, we thought a year seemed like loads of time, and then as soon as you get here and as your money kind of starts running out, you realise a year is not very long, especially when you're having to stop off certain places and work. That kind of like takes up like big chunks of your time, like in one go. So we're going to be here for 6 months, so that's half of our time gone already. So we will have a lot of money at the end of that, so we could then choose to kind of just like travel for the rest of that 6 months. But we're kind of thinking of possibly doing a little bit longer, which would mean we then have to do our regional work. Australia basically, I think it's like a contributor to the country, which is a really good system. So it kind of obviously they have a lot of people wanting to come and stay in Australia, and so to kind of make it worth their while letting different people into their country, they kind of have to give back to the country, and that's why people do things like farming, like fruit picking and things like that. So I think we will have to do part of that to apply for our second year, but we need to look into that more and kind of decide that's something that we're definitely going to be doing. We haven't really decided, and we might go to some other countries after as well. I feel like we're very far from home, so we may as well kind of try and explore this part of the world as much as we can, rather than, because I think once we go back home, we might come over this side of the world again, but it's a lot of money and it's a long flight, so I feel like while we're here, we're going to try and do as much as we can to make it worth our while, so we can see like a whole half of the world. And then yeah, that's the plan, sort of. That's the idea. We haven't got a plan, and I will keep you updated as and when we kind of make more of a plan. I've kind of spoken about a lot of the things I wanted to speak about. Basically, yes, we have jobs now. How we did that, when we stayed in our first hostel, which was called Base, they have a company that kind of is a part of the hostel called Job Search. We did have a meeting with them. They kind of helped us change our CVs or resumes into kind of like a format that was like the most appropriate for Australian employees. So we did that, and they kind of had a chat with us about like what type of work we might look into. They helped us kind of make some connections and things, but basically what we did was spend a lot of time kind of applying for things online, just kind of like searching. There's different websites you can look on, or just kind of like company websites as well. I also did quite a lot of going into like shops and restaurants and kind of handed in CVs, but a lot of the bigger companies, they do it all online anyway. So I applied for a lot, and I only ever heard back from a couple, including one bad experience, which I won't tell you now. That's maybe a story for a different day. But yeah, a funny story. It's not too bad. But yeah, basically I managed to get a job in a spa as a beauty therapist, which is what I do at home. And when we did book the trip, I was kind of advised that it was unlikely that I'd be able to find that kind of job, just because it normally involves quite a lot of training on different products, different treatments, and that because you can only work in one place for 6 months, it probably wasn't going to be worth. But most people were kind of willing to put that time and effort and money into you when you're not going to be with them for too long. But I've been really fortunate, so I've got a really nice job where I'm getting quite a lot of hours and hopefully can save off it a bit, and also kind of keep my level of work up. So when we do go home and I'm kind of going to get back into employment, and haven't had that like 2-year break from doing like massage and beauty and things like that, so that's been really, really lucky for me. Stephen has also found work doing similar thing to what he did at home as well. So we've both been really lucky that way. What else are we doing? Where I'm living. So I'm living here. I'm living we did stay in hostels, and then once we realised we were going to be staying somewhere more long term, we looked for kind of like not a hostel, like a flat to live in. So we looked at a few different options. We looked in an area called St Kilda, which is very, very backpackery, which meant that it actually turned up being really expensive. So we did have a look at a couple of places there. The guy that helped us was really nice, and I felt really guilty. I was like, oh, he's so nice, let's live here. And so he was like, that's not how it works, he's just doing his job. So we ended up looking further afield, and we found a really, really good building that we live in now. We found it on flatmate.com, and we basically just had a look on there, called a couple, went for a couple of meetings, and we basically just said, yeah, we like it, we'll stay here. And they were like, great. Moved in a couple of days later. Really good facilities. So we have this room, that's mine and Stephen's, because ours to ourselves, and then there's 2 other bedrooms, a kitchen and a bathroom. So there is 6 of us living here all together. Everybody kind of keeps themselves to themselves, and we've been very lucky that everyone's really nice, and people from different cultures as well, which is really interesting. I have had a few people kind of come and visit. One of my, I don't know her very well, she's a friend, she's lovely, but she used to live with one of my best friends when they were at uni together, so I know her. She's now in Melbourne as well, which is great. She's a really nice girl, so that's kind of like, it's nice to have a friendly face when you're so far away from home. Like, I wouldn't say I was homesick, like we're doing fine, but you kind of still really appreciate kind of having someone a little bit more familiar when you're so far away. So that's been really nice. And then one of my mum's friends was over the other day because her son, who I know as well, he's now in Melbourne as well, so he's here for a couple of weeks, and they were visiting, so I met up with them the other night, and that was lovely. And then we know another couple that are coming over in the next few weeks as well, so it's kind of been like January and February has been quite a nice time to kind of see a few people that you know again, and that's really nice. That's a really nice part of it. It wasn't something I was expecting to happen. I thought we're going to go away for like a year or 2 years and we won't see anybody we know in that whole time, but it's not been like that so far, so it's been really good. I can't think of anything else I really want to tell you right now. I think that is mostly it. If I think of anything else, I will do another update like this at some point. I'm probably going to do that anyway, kind of maybe like in a couple of months' time as things progress, if we have any more plans, or if there's anything else I think is worthwhile telling you. I may also make a more detailed video about like how to apply for a visa, how we booked our whole trip, etc. If you'd like to know, or if you have any questions, then just comment down below, and I'll either comment back, or if there's like a lot, or if I feel like I want to kind of expand more, then I'll do another video about it and tell you more about it in the video. But yeah, that's it for now. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'm not used to doing this part, it's a bit cringy. Yeah, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos from me, then press subscribe somewhere where it says subscribe, and I will see you soon. I normally do weekly vlogs, but if you'd like more videos like this as well, then let me know, because it's been quite nice having a chat, just kind of talking out loud. So yeah, and if there's anything you'd like to know from Stephen as well, we can get him involved. I'm sure he wouldn't mind, and we can do like a little Q&A or something like that together. Okay, well, I'll see you next time.